Okay, so we're back in the garage here. So, been selling a ton of shit on eBay. I gotta take some of this shit to work with me tomorrow, but 6BT turbo, 4BT turbo. I'm gonna use the 6BT turbo, but that thing's dead. So I'm just gonna order a new center cartridge. You can get them pretty cheap, under 200 bucks. Better than rebuilding one, I think. And the compressor wheel on that one looks a little hit. So, gotta get this motherfucker back in this thing here. I need to get on this ASAP. So I guess go into like why I'm on a delay right now. That's my oldest brother right there. He's gonna be living with me for a little while. He had moved down to Florida, and then 8 days later he went to go live with my middle brother, and 8 days later he died in a motorcycle accident. So kind of had nowhere to go. Everything was kind of tied up in some real estate and stuff down there. Just helping to get him back on his feet. So it's just been a lot of shit. So we got a lot of lumber coming to remodel the upstairs of my house. I have an unfinished upstairs, and I'm going to do a bedroom and living room up there for him. That way I have a little bit more privacy. It's just easier that way. So I'm on a delay with some stuff. I'm going to try to get out here a little bit as I can. So the game plan, I guess I'll go to this thing here. I got to get the Turbo 400 mounted up to that motor. I might just put the motor in it as it is, because I don't know if these mounts work. I don't know why, but people have led me to believe that the motor mounts locations are different depending on what engine you have on this. It came stock on these things. I can't believe they'd make the frames different. I feel like they would just make the motor mount arms different. So this was originally a TB42, and we're going with an RB. So if it was a factory RB30, I wouldn't be worried. But I have factory RB30 mounts and everything ready to go in this. I just need to get my ass to swing it in. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Like, the location on these motherfuckers looks perfect, but you know, some guy on the fucking internet said that it won't work. So it has me just slightly worried that, I guess that they might be right, but I'm very doubtful that they are. So, like, why would you fucking change the frame? You would just change the block arms. So hopefully, maybe this weekend. I got some shit going on this weekend, but I'd like to at least see this motor sitting in this, and that way I can get that motor out of the middle. These motherfuckers all need to be sold. If anyone needs any T56s, I had them behind the big blocks and everything. So take you back over to the 4BT, which is going in the Bentley here. So just got the motor painted, getting ready to pull this off. I got all of my parts pulled off that are going to powder coat, and I'll take a look at that. Ended up getting a little disrupted there. So these are some of the parts off the 6BT. I'm waiting on my bearing to come in so we can press that in. So I'm going to be running the 6BT accessories on the 4BT. So take you through some of the shit here. I'm swapping from the side mounted over to the vertical mounted oil pump housing. Gonna clean all that shit up. Everything in here is going for powder coat. I'm gonna pull the 6BT air horn back out. But I ended up finding this on eBay, and it's the only one I've seen for a 4BT that's like this. I'm no expert on this shit, but so, you know, because I wanted to use the 6BT air horn, and the reason for it is the Bentley has this really cool intake on it with the Bentley logo, and it's all cast aluminum, and I'm going to cut that off that air horn that's on there and put it on this guy here. So as long as I use the heater grid, it's a direct bolt on, factory location. It's going to look just like the 6BT setup. It's basically on a 4BT. Got to clean this shit out here. Order some new bolts. Everything's painted, ready to go. Cleaning these up, getting those. So let me just take you through the game plan here on everything. So got to order a new lift pump. I wish I could take that heater grid off, but that one's integrated into the fucking thing, so it kind of sucks. So what I'm going to be doing is I got to get a new lift pump. This will be black. The timing cover is going to be Bentley blue. The intake will be Bentley blue. The air horn will be Bentley blue. The valve covers will be Bentley blue. Then all the accessories are going to be black. The manifold is going to be black. The compressor housing will be Bentley blue. And basically just a very easy setup. And then there's the Turbo 400 that came out of the bread truck. They put a Jeep adapter on it for a TJ transfer case. I'm going to be dropping my transmission out of the Bentley, the Rolls-Royce Bentley Trans, which is also Turbo 400, and then basically had them rebuild this with my tail housing and output shaft. That way I can use all the factory running gear. I think this is actually a TH475, but it'll still work. A little bit of a stronger unit. Going Turbo 400 on that as well, but a very built Turbo 400. So over the next couple days here, a couple weeks here, dropping a bunch of shit off the powder coat. So basically I'm doing both the 4BT and the 6BT water neck and accessories, just in case I want to change it up for whatever reason. If I use the 6BT vertical oil filter housing with the compressor mount, I can't use the factory 4BT motor mounts. But I noticed we have all these extra holes on this block. They're tapped on this side already. On this side, they're all fucked up. I don't think they've ever been tapped, so I'll have to tap those and basically do the motor mounts off the side of the block. They're a little bit higher up, but usually big hockey puck style mounts or even the factory mounts, and just center it back there. It'll be fine. Like, this doesn't weigh as much as that 6BT was. This is probably fully dressed with oil, maybe 850 pounds. I got the injector soaking in camp fuel oil right now. The one injector won't separate from this guy here, so I might have to replace one. But I'm going to do a video about rebuilding those as well. So basically, the block is iron, and the accessories and everything's going to be either Bentley blue, which is a 3-stage powder coat, and black. Very simple, nice looking setup. Got a full gasket kit for it. I'm not going to pull the head. I cleaned it up. I think she's good to send, so, you know, just basically send it the way it is. Yeah, it'll be a lot cleaner than the typical 4BTs. I was watching some of the other channels and stuff, and I can't. One thing that irks the fuck out of me is when you see people just like spray paint the whole motor on these diesel motors, like everything from rubber lines, and you know, it's bullshit. This is gonna get replaced with a brand new one because I don't trust the O-ring that's underneath of it. And instead of trying to figure out what size that fucking thing is, I'll just get a new one. And yeah, so I'll keep you posted as how we make out, and hopefully grow the channel up a little bit. But Bentley's out front right now. I'm still driving it, so no videos of that. You know, I'll be dicking around with this a little bit and then sandbagging it a little while. And then the first phase is going to be me finishing my Nissan Patrol here, because I backburnered this way too long and it's time to get going on it.